I'm going to show you how I weave in ends while I knit. So I hold the yarn in my right hand, and I'll show you holding the yarn in your left hand after this. If you hold your working yarn in your right hand, then hold the end to be woven in your left hand, or pick it up and drop it with your left hand as needed. So start by knitting 1 stitch of the row, and then to start weaving in the end, stick your needle through the next stitch normally to knit, and then bring the end that you're weaving in up over the needle from right to left. So it's just draped over, going right to left, and then knit the stitch normally, but your yarn is going to be pulled underneath that strand. So the strand is just looped up over, just kind of loosely. Then you knit the next stitch normally, holding the strand down, and then that's what locks it in. So now the strand has gone kind of through the last 2 stitches, so it's locked in. Hard to see with the white yarn, but it's going, up over the first one, then down under the next one, so it's stuck in there. Then you just keep repeating that. The next stitch, you bring it up and knit underneath it, and then the next stitch you hold it down and you knit up over it, and just keep weaving it. You're just weaving it up and down, so you're weaving it through the back of the work as you knit instead of afterwards. Up, down, up, down. Then here's how the back side looks. It's just woven up and down. If you're using a real sticky woolly wool like this should be plenty of weaving in. You can just snip it and it's not going to come undone. But if you're using like a slipperier yarn, then you can go backwards through a couple stitches at the end to make sure it's nice and secure. But you're doing the main bulk of the weaving in as you knit. I'm going to show you weaving the end holding the working yarn in your left hand, which is not how I normally knit, so I'm going to warn you that I'm going to be kind of awkward at this. If you hold the yarn in your left hand, then the end that you're weaving in is being controlled by your right hand. So you stick the needle in to knit normally, and then what you do is you take the end that you're weaving in and wrap it around the needle as if to knit, then wrap your working yarn around as if to knit, then unwrap the end yarn. So you kind of twisted it around the stitch, then knit normally. Then the next stitch, just knit normally with nothing special. Then the next stitch, do the same. Stick it through, take the end yarn up over, wrap it around, wrap around the working yarn, then unwrap the end yarn. Then knit normally, and you just keep doing this for as many stitches as you want to weave in the end for. Wrap it around, working yarn, unwrap, knit. Wrap it around, working yarn, unwrap, knit. Right. So here's what's happening on the back side. It's just weaving up and down through the stitches, through the back side of the stitches. And again, if you're using a woolly wool like this, or anything kind of sticky, this should be plenty of weaving in. You can just snip it when you're done. Just do that for a couple inches. If you're using a real slippery kind of yarn, then you can go back when you're done and just with the tapestry needle and just go backwards for a couple of stitches to hold it in and make sure it's plenty secure. And that's that.